Hey yo guys, what is going on? Yozi here to bring you the Threes Shaman deck. That's what I like to call it anyway for Hearthstone. This will be one of my first actual videos on the Set to Destroy X YouTube channel, so here's some of my content, I guess. This deck is called the Threes Shaman deck because there's a lot of cards that have the 3 mana cost, 13 out of 30 of them actually. What I like to do with this deck is I like to get my taunts out and try to wait to try to get the totems out if possible. Try to stall the game out, save up all the cards in your hand, and just kind of use the totems as to survive. And then wait for the enemy to kind of dry out their cards until they, get cocky and only have 1 or 2 in their hand. And then flood the field and start attacking. But the only problems with this deck are priests, because priests can, they have that one card that can, I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head, that can destroy every card on the field, basically, that under 3 health. And a lot of these cards don't have high health. I'm assuming, what are they called, droids, will kind of mess you up because they could just draw cards at will. But what I like about this deck is the totems, because there's taunt totems, heal totems, and attacking totems. You got 2 cards in this deck that could bring in another attacker, which I like to call flood cards. You got the Murloc Tide Hunter and the Draggingling Mechanic. You have the Hex card to counter the bigger enemies, the stronger enemies with the good abilities. Throw down that Hex and make that a 1/1 frog, which is pretty aggravating if you do get one of those good cards. You got a lot of cards in this deck that do a lot of direct damage, such as the Ironforge Rifleman and the Storm Spike. And you have my favorite taunt card, which is Lords of the Arena. And then you have the Ironfur Grizzlies. So with this deck, you should be able to do pretty well. Most of these cards are pretty basic you get early on in the game. Not many of them are very rare. So let me know in the comments down below how you do with this deck. And yeah, let me know what you think of it and what improvements, or let me know in the comments down below which kind of deck you would like to see in the future. Alright guys, Yozi out.